Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hilary Braley presiding. Now calling case number 19W008086. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Catherine Perryman. Ms. Perryman, can you please unmute, turn on your camera, and state your name for the record?
Hello. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, my name is Catherine Perryman.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for a show cause hearing in this matter. What I have, it shows that you have a balance of $92. So it looks like you've been making payments on this. So thank you. That is appreciated. How long do you think it'll take you to get this last 92 paid off?
I'm not sure. For one, I do want to thank you guys for being so patiently with me in regards to the remainder balance. But unfortunately, I'm still having a hard time. You know, I have the young kids that I'm trying to take care of. I'm still, you know, not having any help. And unfortunately, it's like the older they get, the different organizations that was helping me, they're kind of dropping off because the kids are getting older. So it's making it a little harder for me to maintain with trying to get that payment. But most definitely, I'm working on it.
Okay. So what
But
I
I
will
don't
do,
have a time frame. Apologies.
okay. What I'm going to do then is set you for another show cause hearing on July 16th. Okay. So July 16th, you will come back. We will see what kind of progress you've made at that point, if you're able to keep making payments towards it. Okay. It like I said, it does look like you have been making some fairly decent payments on this. So like I said, we do appreciate that. So if you can just keep making some payments on this, come back July 16th. If it's paid off in full by then that hearing date will be canceled. You won't have to come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. Do you have any questions for the court?
No.
Okay. So July 16th, that'll be 9 a.m. over Zoom, just like this one. Okay.
Thank
If
you
you
so
don't
much.
have any questions, you're welcome. Then this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Good morning. Now calling case number 24S00056. This is the State of Michigan versus Mariah Gibson. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. First Assistant Public Defender Kalina Anderson, on behalf of Ms. Gibson.
Thank you. And Ms. Gibson, can you please state your name for the record?
Mariah Gibson.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I have is a misdemeanor complaint that charges that on or about January 4th, 2024 at I-94 near Wired Road, you did operate a vehicle upon a highway while having an alcohol content of 0.08 grams or more per 100 milliliters of blood. That is otherwise known as operating while intoxicated. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
Thank you. That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes.
Count 2 charges that at the same date and at the same location, you did operate a motor vehicle on a highway while your operator's license was suspended or revoked. It is otherwise known as operating with your license suspended, revoked, or denied. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
Okay, that is also a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and did you have a chance to review an advice of rights form?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions about your rights?
No.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Anderson, do you wish to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. As to her bond, we'd ask for a personal bond. I do have an address in Detroit. I'll just ask if the court was to put her on any testing, if the court would consider testing closer to her home, if that's where she's currently residing.
Thank you. And Ms. Gibson, are you currently residing in Detroit?
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we do have a Detroit address on file, so my suggestion to you is to get your information updated as soon as possible, both with the court and with the public defender's office.
And Your Honor, I'll put
Okay.
my phone number in the chat, Ms. Gibson. If you can text me your correct address, I'll update that in the public defender's file, but you still will need to contact the court to give them that information.
I called up there last week and gave them the new information, but I still get mail at the Detroit address. My sister stays in that house, so she sends me a picture of the mail. That's how I found out about the court hearing. But I did call the courthouse and update all my information.
Okay, text it to me so your attorney also has it in the file, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Do you want the mail going to Detroit?
Yes, because
Okay.
I got to get it updated on my ID.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I will say that we do appear to have an updated phone number and email address, but the address that we have is still the one in Detroit. So, okay. At this time, your pretrial conference date will be April 16th at 9 a.m. That will be over Zoom before Judge Washington.
Okay.
And the court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are to report to community corrections within the next 24 hours for drug and alcohol testing. You will need $12 and a photo ID. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity. And you are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court. So that includes the April 16th date. It also includes going to community corrections. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, so I'm doing it today within the next 24 hours.
Yes. So by tomorrow morning, you need to be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct.
And do you know where community corrections is?
No, I do not.
Okay. So I can give you the address and also the basic idea of where it is. So do you need to write that down?
Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so it is located at 4101 Washtenaw Avenue. It's in the same campus as the Washtenaw County Jail and the 14A1 District Court. So
Okay.
it's at, which is at Washtenaw and Hogback. The
Okay.
building is labeled Re-Entry Center.
Okay, I know where that's at.
Okay. And at this time, the court will set a $5,000 personal recognizance bond. And that is to ensure your appearance at the next court date. If you fail to appear, a bench warrant may issue for your arrest. And I should note that you do have warrants already out of the 38th, 36th, 20th, 34th, and 35th.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay. Okay. Then if you don't have any questions for the court, and Attorney Anderson, if you don't have anything else.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, then this hearing is concluded, and Ms. Gibson, you are free to sign out of Zoom.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Be with you in just a moment. Now calling case numbers 21S 392388A and B. These are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Sheldon Alexander. Mr. Alexander, can you please state your name for the record?
Sheldon Alexander.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for a show cause hearing on these matters. I am showing that you have a balance of $534. Do you have
Sure.
a plan for when you can have that paid?
What is this for?
So the A matter was a citation. Actually, I should say they were both a citation that dated July 2nd of 2021. You were cited for speeding 1 to 5 over on the freeway and also for having an expired plate. This would have been back in 2021. And if you failed to respond to the citation within 10 days of the of that date, then you would have been defaulted. Okay. So I'm sorry. Did you?
No, I said okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yes, at this time on the citation for speeding 1 to 5, you have a balance of $234. On the expired plate, you have a balance of $300.
How much time can I have? I mean, what?
Okay, well, how much time do you think you need?
2 weeks.
Okay, then in that case, what I will do is set you for a control date. So that'll be another hearing like this one for April 30th. If the amount's paid in full before that date, then that hearing will be canceled. You won't have to come.
Okay. Where do I pay? Where?
Okay, so this is for
This address?
the 14B District Court. Yes, so that's
Okay.
the 7200 South Huron River Drive. If you are paying either of the citations in full, you can pay online.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would need to come in if you're making partial payments. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No, if I pay before the 30th, the court, the date will be canceled.
Yes.
Other than that, I'll see you on the 30th of April.
Yes. Yeah. If you
Okay.
if you're not able to pay it in full by that date, I would still appreciate seeing some sort of progress made towards it. But basically we'll just check in with you on the 30th, and if you need more time, we will see what's going on. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. And if you don't have any more questions, your hearing is concluded and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Now calling case number 18W007244. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Kristen Braziel. Ma'am, can you please unmute, turn on your camera, and state your name for the record?
Kristen Brazil.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I have is a citation that charges that on or about August 14th of 2018
Yes.
on Onondaga at or near the US 12 bypass, you did operate a motor vehicle with your license suspended. That
Yes, I
is
currently have my license since then and current. I have valid driver's license.
okay. Okay, thank you. First, do you understand the charge?
Driving with suspended license?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And did you have a chance to review an advice of rights form?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions about your rights?
No.
Okay. Attorney Cannon, are you putting your appearance on?
Yes, Your Honor. Are you appointing us for Miss Brazil?
At least for the purposes of today, yes.
Thank you. Yes, Stephanie Cannon with the Washington Public Defender's Office with on behalf of Miss Brazil. And she would stand mute and would ask for a PR bond.
Much. And Ms. Brazil, you're aware that you've got a warrant out of the 36th? You're muted.
Yes, ma'am. I also took care of that as well. It's no longer a warrant.
Okay. I've got that your license is suspended currently. You're working on getting that fixed?
Yes, I went to the Secretary of State and I got a printout of all my tickets and I paid them. And they
Okay.
said give it 48 to 72 hours to update, and then it still says suspended. So I wasn't sure if it was because of this or maybe 36th district. But I took care of all of it, so I guess I'm waiting on it to update or something.
So there's a ticket out of East Point
Mhm.
for
Uh,
no insurance. Did you
Yes,
handle that?
that's the one that I paid. Yes,
Okay. So,
but it should have been updated by now.
well, and I should note that this was printed out a couple days ago, so I suppose it could be. What I am going to do is set you for a pre-trial date on my docket, since it sounds like you are working to resolve this. Okay, we will
Okay,
see if it has updated by then. Not right now, because I'm probably going to set her out till May, since it looks like March and April are pretty full. So we'll just see if it's okay by then. Okay, so I'm going to set you for a pre-trial on May 14th.
Okay.
That'll be at 9 a.m. in front of me. And the township prosecutor will be here on that date, and assuming everything has been worked out with the license situation by then, which I imagine it will be, surely that's enough
Okay.
time for it to update.
Mhm.
Then he may be willing to offer you something at that point. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and
So I'll be receiving text alerts about that as well.
you do appear to be text enrolled, so yes, you should. I
Okay,
am,
perfect.
telling you your date now, so do try to keep track of it somewhere. If you forget or something, you can also reach out to the 14B District Court. Okay. But I will see you May 14th at 9 a.m. And at this time, the court is setting a personal recognizance bond in this matter, and the bench warrant is being recalled.
Your Honor, if she could just confirm her phone number for me and email address, I'd appreciate it.
31.
We are on YouTube, so do you know how to
If she-
use,
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Your Honor, please.
Ms. Brazil, do you know how to use the chat?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to send it to her in the chat, otherwise you should call the Washtenaw County Public Defender's Office as soon as you hang up from Zoom.
Okay, I sent it on the chat.
Okay, thank you.
And that was to,
I think it was to me, but that's okay. I can pass it on.
oh, the wrong person.
That's okay. Okay, Attorney Cannon, you should have those now.
I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Then if there is nothing else, this hearing is concluded. Ms. Brazil, you are free to sign out of Zoom.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now calling case number 24S00011. This is the state of Michigan versus Stefania Ramirez. Ms. Ramirez, can you please state your name for the record?
Yes, good morning. My name is Estefania Ramirez.
Okay, thank you very much. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I have is a misdemeanor complaint that charges that on or about November 23rd of 2023 on I-94 at or near Michigan Avenue, you did operate a vehicle upon a highway while having an alcohol content of 0.08 grams or more per 100 milliliters of blood. This is otherwise known as operating while intoxicated. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
That is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes.
Okay. And I do see that we have a signed advice of rights form in the file here. Do you have any questions about your rights?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Attorney Anderson, are you putting your appearance on?
First Assistant Public Defender Kalina Anderson, within on behalf of Ms. Ramirez, Your Honor, we'd request a personal bond and a pretrial date.
Okay. And is she standing mute?
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor, we stand mute.
Thank you. So the court does accept that you were standing mute to the charges at this time. Your pretrial conference date is set for April 16th. That will be at 9 a.m. over Zoom in front of Judge Washington.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And the court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are to report to community corrections within 24 hours. for drug and alcohol testing. You will need $12 and a photo ID. Do you know where Community Corrections is located?
No.
So Community Corrections is located at 4101 Washtenaw Avenue. It's in the same campus as the Washtenaw County Jail and the 14A1 District Court. So it's at Washtenaw and Hogback. The building is labeled Re-Entry Center.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity. And you are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court. So that includes the April 16th pretrial conference. It also includes going to Community Corrections. Do you have any questions about these conditions?
No.
And I should note that if you violate one of these bond conditions, or if you fail to appear for the court date, then a bench warrant may issue for your arrest. Okay. At this time, the court will set a personal recognizance bond. And if no one has any questions, then this hearing is concluded, and ma'am, you are free to sign out of Zoom.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
Nothing further.
Now calling case number 17W007193R. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Samuel Brown. Mr. Brown, can you please unmute, turn on your camera, and state your name for the record? Mr. Brown, it looks like you're trying to turn your camera on. If you could unmute, that would be even better. There we go. Okay. Okay, Mr. Brown, I'm setting your matter aside while you figure out how to unmute. Ms. Jackson, are you able to unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now calling case number 19S3469800. This is the State of Michigan versus Decretia Jackson. Can you please state your name for the record, ma'am?
Decretia Jackson.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for a show cause hearing in this matter. What I am showing is a balance of $324. It does look like you've made some payments on this, so thank you. The court does appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
How much time do you think you need to pay off that remaining $324?
At least like 2 months.
You said 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I will do then is set your next court date for June 18th.
Okay.
So that'll give you closer to 3. That's about 90 days out. All right.
Okay.
If the amount is paid in full before that court date, then that hearing will be canceled. You won't have to come.
Okay.
Okay. But if not, then just keep making progress towards it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. If you don't have any questions, then this hearing is concluded and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. There you go. Mr. Brown. Samuel Brown.
Sure. Hello?
Hi. Okay. You can hear me. I can hear you. I saw you briefly. I wouldn't worry about the camera at this point.
Okay.
Okay. Recalling case number 17W007193R. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Samuel Brown. Mr. Brown, please state your name for the record.
Samuel Brown.
Okay, thank you very much. Today is the date and time set for a show cause hearing in this matter. What I am showing is that you have a balance of $216. Do you have a plan for when you can have that paid off?
No, I don't, Your Honor. You're just gonna have a payment plan set up?
So what I can do is set you out about 120 days. That would be July 16th. And you can make payments between then and now. How much do you think you can afford every month? Mr. Brown. He's disconnected. Great. Okay. Mr. Brown, you are muted. Please unmute.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Your Honor.
Okay, so I was saying that your next court date will be July 16th at 9 a.m. That will be over Zoom in front of me. Did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so make payments between then and now. How much can you afford each month?
I can afford $25 each month.
Okay, so that is, did he just beat it? Okay, he has his next court date. Mr. Brown.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, pay $25 each month until then. Your next court date is July 16th. You're having a lot of connection issues, so your hearing is concluded. If you have questions, you can call the 14B District Court. Okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All righty.
Okay. Now calling case number 23W000501R. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Jerome Johnson Jr. Mr. Johnson, can you please unmute and state your name for the record?
Jerome Johnson Jr.
Okay, thank you very much. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I am seeing is that you were scheduled for several show cause hearings last year. And finally, for a contempt hearing on December 18th, that would have been in front of the judge. And it seems that you failed to appear for that as well. So a bench warrant was issued for your arrest. And okay. So at this time, I'm just showing that you have a balance on this impeding traffic ticket that's $306. But first, do you understand why there was a bench warrant issued for you?
I do.
Okay. Then do you have a plan for when you're going to have this $306 paid off?
Yeah, I'm in the midst of paying all my tickets now. If I can get at least 60 days just to make sure I'm paid in full, that I think that would be a substantial time for me.
Okay. So 60 days puts us at May 28th. So at this time, like I said, there is a bench warrant out for you.
Okay, so how do
well,
remove?
if I set you for a court date on May 28th, I have some concerns that you're not going to show up.
Oh, no, I'm gonna show up. I've been paying all my tickets off, so I'm kind of getting everything in order now. So I definitely will show up.
Okay. So what I will do, this is your first hearing in front of me. It looks like I will recall the bench warrant. If you fail to appear on May 28th, then a bench warrant may reissue.
Now, if I pay the ticket off before then, do I still have to appear?
No, if it's paid off in full, then that hearing will be canceled and you won't have to come.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay, then again, your balance was $306. It looks like you do also have a warrant out of the 18th, in case you weren't aware of that one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so $306. I will see you on May 28th, unless it's paid in full.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And this hearing is concluded. You're free to sign out of Zoom.
Okay.
Now calling case number 21W001749R. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Catriona Newby. Ms. Newby, can you please unmute and state your name for the record?
Catriona Newby.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I am seeing is that you did fail to appear and have failed to pay. So a bench warrant was issued for your arrest last November. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. I am seeing that your license is suspended. It looks like it's suspended on a citation out of Romulus. Is this something that you're working on?
Yes.
Okay. You also appear to have a warrant out of 14A2.
Yeah, they They reopened the
I don't, I'm cutting you off because I don't need to know anything about that, okay, at this particular point. If you need to handle that, you need to call the 14A2 court, all right? So as far as this case goes, I'm showing that you have a balance of $336. Do you have an idea of when you can have that paid?
I can have that paid today. I just don't know how to do it. I tried to do it online, wouldn't let me.
Okay. So if you're having trouble doing it online, then you can bring a money order to the 14B District Court.
If I come up there,
I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
if I come up there, am I going to go to jail?
So for 14B, what I will do is recall the warrant because of your appearance here today. So, 14A2 is a different location.
Okay.
If you're having issues paying online and that's what you would rather do, you can try calling the 14B District Court and talking to the clerks. They may be able to help you. And if not, they may be able to point you towards something that can. Okay? What I will do, since you're telling me that you're able to pay today, is I will set you for a new show cause hearing date on April 30th. Just as a control date. So that way, if you're not able to get it paid today, we'll still have a date to check in with you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So you've got your next court date, April 30th, 2024.
Yes, ma'am.
That will be for a show cause hearing, 9 a.m. over Zoom in front of me. The bench warrant is recalled. If you fail to appear on April 30th and the amount hasn't been paid in full, then one may reissue. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. And Attorney Anderson, I see you've got your camera on. Do you have anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor, this was listed as a civil ticket on the docket. I see the public defender is listed as counsel. So that's why I was here. I'm wondering if that originally was a DWLS that was reduced and we're still on for some reason.
So it was reduced to expired plates. I don't know if you still would have been listed on there just
Okay.
because.
Yeah, we shouldn't be on civil tickets, but I just wanted to clarify with the court. It was showing up on the docket as a PDK, so I appeared.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right, but I think we're good.
I do too. So,
Okay.
Ms. Newby, you've got your next court date, April 30th, 2024. It will be canceled if you've paid that amount in full. If you don't have any questions for the court, then this hearing is concluded. You are free to sign out of Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Martin. Can you hear me? You're muted. Now calling case number 23S00425. This is the state of Michigan versus Eric Martin. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Stephanie Cannon with the Washtenaw Public Defender's Office with and on behalf of Mr. Martin, who is present, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Martin, can you please state your name for the record?
Capital E, lowercase RIC, capital M, lowercase ARTIN.
Okay, thank you, sir. Today
Hold on.
is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I am seeing is that you failed to appear for a court date on February 1st and that you failed to appear for another court date on March 14th. Therefore, a bench warrant did issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
No, I do not understand, and I do not stand under the charges. I am one of the sovereign living people.
Okay, sir, I'm not asking you if you agree with me. I am asking if you understand the words that I just said to you.
Well, I do not understand. I might comprehend that I do not understand and that I do not stand under the charges. And I am not a defendant. I am a living human sovereign. I'm not the legal fiction corporate entity, all capital letter name.
Attorney
I do not accept an attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, he would stay on mute and ask for a PR bond.
Objection. You're not speaking for me. You're not my attorney. If you think you're my attorney.
Thank you for the attempt, Attorney Cannon. You can turn your camera off.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Martin. At this time, I am seeing that your license has been revoked. You have failed to appear for court dates in front of Judge Washington. You were to have a sentencing hearing and a pre-trial date in front of her, so that is what I am going to set you for now.
I need you to repeat to me again the case number of this case. I couldn't get it all when you said it first time.
The case number is 23S00425.
23S 00
4.
Hold on. 23S00, right?
Correct.
Okay, after that, what else?
4.
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
5.
Was that it?
Yes.
Yes, 00425. All right. Now, I wasn't finished. Cut me off.
Okay.
I had more to say.
Sir, I
You're
am
cutting
setting
me-
you for another. Yes, I am, because what I am doing today is arraigning you, and I am setting you for another court date in front of Judge Washington. That court date will be April 11th, 2024. That will be at 9 a.m. That will be for your pretrial and potentially your sentencing.
I can't remember all this at once. The date is when again?
April
Yep.
11th,
Yep.
9 a.m.
All right.
That is 9 in the morning.
Okay. Got that. What else?
It will be over Zoom, like this hearing.
Right. Okay, now. Okay, is that it for that? Okay, now. Let me ask, so does she call herself? Is this a separate charge?
I'm not
The failure
entirely
to-
sure what you're asking. So what happened here was that a bench warrant was issued for your failure to appear. At this time, to guarantee your appearance at the court date on April 11th at 9 a.m., that warrant will continue.
Okay, that wasn't intentional, so that's why it's baseless. It's baseless, and it shouldn't have been a warrant issue because
Okay, Sir, you've got your next court date. That's April 11th at 9 a.m. The bench warrant is continued. This hearing is concluded and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
So I have more to say. I'm not done saying what I have to say pursuant to my First Amendment right. I have more to say here. That is,
Now calling case numbers 20S00656. That is the state of Michigan versus Angela Zagerman, as well as 23W001337. That is the township of Ypsilanti versus Angela Zagerman. Appearances for the record.
Stephanie Cannon with the Washtenaw Public Defender's Office with and on behalf of Ms. Zagerman.
Ms. Zagerman, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please state your name for the record.
Yes, my name is Angela M. Zagerman.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Today's the date and time set for a show cause hearing in these matters. I am showing a balance at this time of $825. It appears that $350 was paid on March 15th. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, Your Magistrate.
Okay, so I should note that $350 was applied to the 20S00656 case. That was the charge of operating intoxicated. There is a balance on that alone of $665. That is the matter that is keeping your license suspended at this time.
Okay, Your Magistrate, I'm prepared to pay the $665 in any reinstatement fees today.
Okay, excellent. Then in that case, what I will do is set you for another show cause date that will be April 30th so that we can check in at that time. But if that $665 is paid towards that ticket, then that should, as my understanding, clear what needs to be cleared to get your license reinstated. So, okay.
So is it okay if I come to the court then today to pay the $665, and can I pay it in cash?
Yes, it's certainly fine for you to come here. It's the 14B District Court. You know where we are? Okay.
Yes.
And then, yes, as far as paying in cash, I believe that's also fine. I don't think the clerks will accept coins, just so you're aware.
Okay, and then there's a $45 reinstatement fee, is that correct?
That is, but where's that on top of that? You're pulling it up right now. Okay, yeah, the $45 reinstatement fee is included in that $665.
Okay. So then, can you please tell me, are there other monies that I owe to this court? And if so, how much?
Okay, so there's $160 for the matter ending in 1337. That's the improper lane use. That ticket's, like I said, it's $160, and as far as I can tell, that one is not keeping you suspended. It's the other one that is.
Okay.
Okay.
I might I might be able to pay that one also today.
Okay.
If not,
and
if
you know,
not, I could have it paid within a week.
okay. So first, thank you. I do appreciate that you're making these payments on these tickets. I also appreciate that the 665 is the priority at this point because I know you're trying to get your license back. Okay.
Yes.
If you're able to get that taken care of today, then I will see you on that April 30th court date and we'll go from there. Okay. But aside from that, do you have any questions?
So before April 30th, I'll make sure I'll have the 160 paid, but after the 160, do I still owe the court some more money?
As far as what I've got in front of me right now, I do not believe you do. If you don't have any other pending cases, which I should have, if that were the case. So
okay,
based on the information I have in front of me right now, if you're able to pay off the full, it's $825 altogether before that April 30th court date, then you will be done.
yes,
Okay?
I will bring the 665 right now and the 160 either today or within the week. And then April 30th at 9 a.m.
Yes, and if everything has been paid in full, then that court date will be canceled and you won't have to come.
Okay, great. Magistrate Braley, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name proper. I wanted to give you an utmost apology for my behavior the last time. There was no excuse for it at all. So I'm not even going to try to tell you one because there was no excuse. I'm really sorry for the way that I talked to you. It was inappropriate.
I appreciate that very much, and I accept your apology, and your behavior today has been much better, and I definitely noticed. Okay, so thank you. Thank you for working to get this paid off. Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do it.
Well, you are very welcome. Okay, take care of yourself, and with
Thank
any luck,
you.
with any luck, you won't have to see me on April 30th. Okay?
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I will. You're welcome. Bye-bye.